Hey everyone, and welcome back to a Kayla's Curls video, or should I say Kayla's Locks video. So we are going to be dyeing these locks. Here is a little bit of an update of how they are looking. Look at that backing. Look at that. I love it. So it has officially been 6 months. 6 months. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? 6 more months to 1 year. 6 more months to 1 year. 6 more months. I'm playing. Anyways, we're going to be dyeing these locks today. I'm super excited to share how I do it, and you will not be needing any bleach, okay? Which is why I was so happy I was able to find this Got to Be ColourPop hair dye, and it lasts up to 6 washes. So that really made me gravitate towards the product. So that is what we're going to be using. And as you can see, it is a 2-in-1 conditioning color mask, and you just leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes, but we got thick hair, so we're leaving it on for 30. And anywho, the reason why I'm not using bleach is because I did previously bleach my hair in the past year before I went to the lock side, and yeah. So you'll need some gloves, of course the hair dye of choice. Like I said, I'm going to be using Got to Be ColourPop, and you need some petroleum jelly. It's a must. Make sure you have that. A plastic bag to let the color penetrate into the hair, and we're going to get right into it. So I'm starting off by putting some petroleum jelly, or you could use regular Vaseline to put around the perimeter of your hair. This is very important. Do not skip this step unless you want to have stained skin. I am telling you, you will need it. And do not forget to do the back as well, alright? You definitely don't want to wake up with stains. My younger self used to not use this method, and girlfriend. So let's go ahead and pop on these gloves, and these are going to protect your hands from getting stained as well. And now it's time to pop that cherry of that hair dye. Look at the pigmentation of this dye. For it to be a conditioning mask is what it says on the product packaging. It looks beautiful. So I'm going to be working on one side of my hair on camera and the other side off camera. I did start by taking it out as if it was conditioner, and I just massage that into the hair. The locks are very different than the curls. The process is definitely less, and the product usage is definitely more. But you have to be mindful if you do have locks. Be very careful not to over bleach your hair or over dye your hair, because I've heard of people actually losing their hair. And that's not going to be me, which is why I'm going to try and take the most safest route when I color my hair. But as you can see, I'm just massaging into the locks, and I wasn't going to do the roots, but then I decided towards the end, before the dye finished, to just put it up at the roots, which is what you can see towards the ending of me finishing this side of my hair. But yeah, the color is so pigmented. I really hope it stays pigmented in my locks, because that's what I really want out of this. So yes, moving on, your girl has finally done the other side, and this is what it is giving. Everywhere is saturated with the dye. So now we're going to go ahead and cover our hair with the plastic bag or plastic shower cap if you have one handy. And of course, we're going to secure the bag with a hair tie. And I'm going to go ahead and let this sit for 30 minutes. Alright, so it has officially been 30 minutes. Actually, probably 45 minutes, because I was doing a lot before this clip. So now we're going to take off this bag and see how the color looks before washing it. So as you can see, the color is all over and under. I am very skeptical of how the color will penetrate the darker parts of my hair, because I'm not entirely sure if the color will stick to my natural hair color, but we will see, and we will see the results soon. But first we got to wash our hair. I'm going to be using this Cream of Nature argan oil from Morocco, and this is a sulfate free shampoo. I have been using this for a long time, and I will stand my hands up and boom yeah. So I'm going to go wash it and I will be back. Alright, it is time for the color reveal. So let's go ahead and take this shirt off. I did use this to dry my locks. So now I'm going to take that off. And here is the big reveal. As I thought, the color did not penetrate the dark parts of my hair, and that is because it is not bleached. So if you're considering lighter colors like pinks and such, definitely you might want to look into bleaching before you apply it, because it will be a big waste of your time unless you are using like those box dyes that are colored, like the burgundies or the oranges and colors like that. But so far so good. I love it thus far. So what I'm doing now in this clip is I'm just taking the shirt that I used to dry my hair to get that excess water out, because I did do this part of the video at night, and if you have locks, then you know. If you know, you know, and you do not want no moldy stench coming from your hair, so you better dry those locks. Alright y'all, so here is my hair. I'm going to do a little 360 for you guys to see how it looks all around. Again, the color really penetrated the bleached parts of my hair and it came out really nice. The only thing I must say about that hair dye is it stains really badly. Like my scalp is still stained. I might have to go in and wash it again. But this is what my locks are looking like. I'm actually really impressed with the process of how they're turning out, and they've become a lot more thicker and a lot more vibrant, and I just love that. And they're starting to bud a little bit more. I do have to do a retwist or retie real soon, but so far so good. I am loving this color on myself, and it turned out amazing, must I say. And the process is definitely easier than how I used to dye it when it was like, you know, all curls, and it's definitely a shorter process, but I probably most likely will not be using that hair dye again, just because of the experience of how stained my everything got, and how stained my scalp got, and how stained my pillow and my towel got. So it is time to moisturize that hair. I'm just going to be using my argan oil. I really love this stuff. It moisturizes my locks without leaving excess residue, and it really does penetrate into my hair and my scalp, which is what I really like about it. And you always want to moisturize your hair after you dye it. As we all know, the terminology dye, which it does strip the natural oils from your hair, and since I am locked, I do want to take the extra precaution, so I decided to moisturize with my oil, and you could use whatever oil you have on hand. I really love tea tree oil, rosemary oil, and argan oil so far during my lock journey. So I also decided to do a little half up, half down before I end the video. So I'm just tying up half my hair, and I'm just going to pull out 2 locks to give a little banging or twisted banging, if you will. And then I just used a regular hair tie to tie up my half up, half down hairstyle. And yeah, and I just play around with it until I have it at the look that I want. And I just lightly palm roll my locks so that they stay in place when I twist it, and then I will start twisting until I have a little chunky twist in the front, just to give a little accent, give a little look to the look, if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. But yeah, sorry for the extra bedazzle, but you know me, you gotta be extra. If you ain't, you ain't. Anywho, this is how my hair is looking. Like I said, I will definitely be looking into better dyes, because that dye definitely stained my scalp and my skin. My hands are still pink to this day, even though it's been a couple hours. But they're still pink, as you could even see in this clip. It was pink, and then parts of the front of my scalp area is pink. So I will have to wash again sometime this week just to get that excess dye out of my scalp. But this is the end of this video, y'all. Please comment down below, like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your besties, okay? And check out the links below in the description to follow me on all my social media accounts.